Today's deep spine release will be done on the mat. We'll be doing it slowly and deliberately to release hidden tightness along the entire spine as well as the sides of our torso. Sit on the mat and feel your pelvis grounded on it. Feel your spine nicely aligned on top of it. You can do a simple cross-leg position to start with. And if you feel you need a little bit more height, feel free to roll up the back of the mat, but I don't suggest it to be too high. Now then, let's align the foot here. If you look at it, the heel of one leg is in line with the toes of the other leg here. Putting it in one straight line, one foot right in front of the other. We will be opening up the hips quite a bit here, and you will feel it as you gently bend forward in a curl position. Try to have your hands on top of the thighs instead of having it forward. We want to bend the elbows more than we want to shrug the shoulders. Bending the elbows, allow the shoulders to relax down as we bend forward. You will feel a deep opening of your hips, especially of the particular leg that is in front. Releasing tight hip joints will help us to release our lower back, and we are starting with this as preparation for more deep spine release to come. You don't have to try to open up your hips more. The important thing is line up the toes with your heels as I'm showing to you right now. If your legs feel like they're fairly high, not really opening to the sides, that's absolutely fine. As you bend forward, all the hidden tightness in the nooks and crannies of your hip joint area will slowly be released out. Just make sure you do it slowly and stay curled forward in front a little bit if you can. Straighten one leg out and keep one leg bent here. This is a different sensation. You will feel it in the leg that is lengthened out. We are still lengthening out the lower back, but this time reaching the heels to the front through the straight leg. So note that the bent leg is not that bent. The heel is actually very close to the ankle of the straight leg. We don't want it to bend too much. Definitely not beyond the knee of the straight leg. Curl forward there and just stay. Scoop your belly in. Bend your elbows. Keep your shoulders rolled back here. Feel like your nose is placed at the center, right in between both legs here. Now to change leg, put both feet together at the center before you straighten out to the other side. This will help us to always keep ourselves at the center and prevent any pelvic shifting. Reaching your nose and your forehead down further between the legs here. You can do this as a transition. Bend both legs, curl forward, and just reach your forehead down as much as possible, resting on your heels if you like. Straighten both legs out here. Bend one leg again. And And slowly open up to the side of the bent leg with both arms stretched out. So if you are bending to the left, then have your left arm to the back. This way your chest can open up more. This is essentially a spine spiraling motion. It doesn't look like a typical spine stretch or release, but trust me, it is really getting to the sides of the spine. The parts where we don't usually think about, but it is holding us back a lot in accumulated tightness. So try to spiral your spine as much as possible and look diagonally up. The back diagonal up. So here you bend your leg on the right side, spiral to the right, and have the right arm back here. Make sure you keep your chest open and keep spiraling to the right. Releasing all the hidden tightness on the right side of the spine. Keep the pelvis grounded, both sits bones equal on the mat. Try to keep your arms as straight as possible. One important but differentiating detail. Bend one leg and straighten out the other. I do this a lot in a lot of my videos. You may recognize it if you've been doing my mobility moves, but it is really, really helpful to do more of it. So have one hand hold the base of the foot and bend sideways down to the side of the straight leg, spiraling your spine the same way, looking diagonal up, and have the other arm holding the top of the thighs. When you're ready, bring the back arm up here and bend over. Have your palm face up, opening up the ribs and the torso of the side you are bending away from. Of course, keep your pelvis grounded. Slowly slide your hand down to the foot and bring the back arm to place it on top of the thigh and looking diagonal up. Now opening up the torso and the ribs. And when you're ready, bring the opposite arm up, palm face up here, opening up the side of the torso. And see if you can bend a little bit lower, opening more, while keeping both pelvis grounded. We will be shortening the opening of the torso if the pelvis or the hip joints hoink up. We don't want that, yeah? So if right now I am bending to the left, the right side of the pelvis needs to be grounded. Likewise, now I am bending to the right. The left pelvis must be grounded. With the opposition, we will be able to open up the side torso more. We will have more length. And that will really release the spine. So think of it this way. Spinal release is not linear because we need to think about the surrounding sides as well. So the sides of the torso is as important as the straight linear release of the entire spinal area. Alright, this is all I have for today's video. Short and sweet here. You can always repeat the entire sequence by watching this video again. I'm going to wrap it up here because I feel it's enough. Come back to sitting. Feel your upright position. Feel your spine and your pelvis aligned, your pelvis grounded. Thank you so much for moving with me. Do like, share, subscribe if you like my content and the way I do mobility moves. I would appreciate it very much. It will help me to grow my channel. Else, keep moving, keep getting better. The body loves it when we move. We are born to move. I'll see you again very soon in the next video. Take care and have a lovely day.